What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope that everybody is doing well. We are going to go ahead and get right to our Bible reading as soon as this ad finishes over on Twitch. And then we'll get into some Minecraft. I hope that everybody is doing well as we near the end of our week. For some people like me, it is the end of the week. For others, they've got one more day to go, and for others, still your weekend falls during the middle of the week, and that's okay. And we're just waiting for this ad to finish. It will finish up in about 3 minutes. In the meantime, we do have a little bit of trivia starting up for you. During the infamous St. Valentine's Day massacre, Al Capone's hitmen used a surprising disguise to approach their rivals. What were they dressed as? Find out when the ad ends. You guys know the answer to that question? Awesome. I do not. But it'd be cool to see what you guys get out of that. We got about 2 more minutes left until our ad concludes, and then we'll be able to jump in to our Bible study. All right, guys, we've got approximately 50 seconds left on that ad. Again, once that ad concludes, we'll jump into our Bible study, and then we'll get into some Minecraft with my oldest son. He's probably going to jump straight into Minecraft, so go and drop him a follow if you want to go check out some Minecraft action. If not, that is okay too. Got about 15 seconds left. Man, my back is killing me. All right, guys, our ad break is finished over there on Twitch. We are going to go ahead and jump right on over. Again, we're combing through this plan as we are live. This is a plan that we started before Christmas, so it is a Christmas-based plan. I thought I read this one, but maybe not. Yeah, I've definitely read this one. For some reason it didn't mark it off, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark off this one. And then we'll pick up. Of course, on my own time, I am doing Back to the Basics 365. If you want information about that, check out our Discord. I'm also doing Fruit Bowl with my wife. So there's a couple of different plans that I've got going on that I'm working through. And over here on the left hand side of the screen, we have an app called Hello Venture. It is a kind of an AI based tool that is used to help with discipleship and things of that nature. This plan is subtitled or God's Promise of Peace, with the main title, of course, being light, peace, and hope for your Christmas. As I said already, we started this before Christmas. But I only read these whenever I'm live. Jesus made it clear that being a follower of his didn't mean prosperity and rest all the time. He constantly encouraged his disciples to look at life with a different set of eyes. John 16:33, I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart because I have overcome the world. You can take comfort in Jesus' words. Your circumstances may not be pleasant or easy, and you won't find the peace you need in any circumstances. Only in him, peace in me, is where it is found. If you are in him and he is in you, overcoming your trials and sorrows in this world is possible through him. This is great news for you today. Take time today to bask in these verses from the Psalms and Proverbs. Proverbs 16:7. When the ways of the people please the Lord, he makes even their enemies live at peace with them. Psalm 119, 165. Those who love your law have great peace and do not stumble. Psalm 29:11. The Lord gives his people strength. The Lord blesses them with peace. Psalm 37:37. Look at those who are honest and good, for a wonderful future lies before them. Love peace. In John 16, again, verse 33, this is going through the ESV version. I have said these things to you that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Proverbs 16:7. When a man's way please the Lord, when a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Psalm 119, 165. Great peace have those who love your law. Nothing can make them stumble. And Psalm 29:11. May the Lord give strength to his people. May the Lord bless his people with peace. Psalm 37:37. Mark the blameless and behold the upright, for there is a future for the man of peace. That does complete today's devotional. So we're going to jump on into some Minecraft. First, got to jump into the Discord. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let me load Minecraft up. And then I too shall be ready.
Thank you, Augment, for the raid. Oops, sorry. Saw a world, thought that may have been yours already.
Oh yeah, I'm loading up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get some music going in my background. Actually, no, I'm not. I think it was this world that we were working on. I'll go ahead and load this one up, and you let me know. I'm loaded. Like 90.
Alright.
Actually, I think this is my world. Um,
Oh.
yeah, I recognize this one, so let me back out.
Alright.
Oh, it was this one. I'm loading up again. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
All right, we're good to go.
Alright. Found it. Logging on. Alright, there we go.
All right.
Take a good look at what we have, just in terms of resources. Alright, we've got a good bit of resources. We could work with this.
Guess I need to figure out what I got carrying. At some point, I'm gonna make a. Wait, is it already dark? I think it's already dark. Let's try to go to bed
Really?
and get like a fresh start.
Alright, I just went down to try and go mining, so it's going to take me a
Shouldn't take you too long to get back up.
I didn't go all the way down. It won't take too long.
That way we can have a fresh start as we move forward.
Right. It does look like it's going to become light outside soon, though, so might want to go to bed quickly. Prevent phantoms from spawning.
Yep.
There we go.
Exactly. I think I am going to see about taking a little bit of wood and a little bit of the stone and make some shovels just so I can make some pathways outside. I feel like it might make it easier to navigate.
Sounds good. I'm gonna look for a little bit more iron. We have enough to make armor and all that.
Do we have a tools? Yeah, we do.
We
I'm
do
gonna,
have tools.
I'm gonna throw the other ones over there in the tools, just for now. I made extras, but I don't necessarily need to carry them all, especially if I end up going splat.
Definitely.
All right. So where do we want to go first? That is the question.
I went down to try and mine us some iron for iron armor.
Okay, we get over here. There is water out that way. I don't think we necessarily want to go that way. Trying to figure out where to carve a path. I think it'll be a lot easier if we have pathways as opposed to trying to guess our way around and whatnot. We got some wolves near us. I don't know if you got any. I don't know if you have any.
Got any bones in our misc chest? I think we might have some.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure of either. Really see anywhere to put this path, quite honestly. I'm just gonna.
Another thing we probably need to work on is getting a sustainable source of food.
Getting what?
Sustainable source of food.
Hey, yes. Agreed.
I found a very small lush cave. If we dig deeper, that might lead to a more open area. I'm not sure though.
Go ahead and feed this duck just because I can. He looks hungry.
I'm not gonna try and find out right now. I can try later.
Righty.
Quite a few spots in this cave I missed last time because I didn't have very many torches and I still don't. I'll light up what I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have a whole lot of torches. I've got like 10 on me.
I've got
Leaves everywhere.
That's a good source of food for baked potatoes.
The leaves? Is that what you said?
No, no. I found a potato. I got two zombies.
Oh. I was about to get excited. Oh well. There's my axe.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of copper I missed from coming here the last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like we got plenty of plenty copper. Whoa, what am I doing? That was dumb. I was trying to cut a tree down with a pickaxe. That doesn't work very well.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would. I'm not really seeing anything in the deep area of the cave. Oh, wait, there's some skeletons. Get us some bones, I guess. I got 2 bones.
2 bones. All right.
That scared me. Creeper just ambushed me off the side.
Cut down some of the trees as well. I'm continuing to try and make a longer pathway. Are leaves useful for anything?
They can be used for a few mob forms, like really complex ones, but I think that's about it. Unless you
Okay.
I found a huge iron strip down here. The ones you can only find at deep levels.
Nice.
These ones have a chance for raw iron blocks. If we could get one of those, that'd be amazing.
Would be awesome.
Smelt that, get us a whole iron block. I don't know if you can smelt those actually, though.
I don't know, but surely you can like build with them and whatnot.
Might be good decoration if you're building a cave setting.
Shovel ain't gonna last much longer, but that's okay.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get a big iron block. That's alright. There's a second layer though, so we'll see.
Alright. Just gonna go ahead and make a little pathway to this other little
Whoa.
island-ish thing.
I dug up the little iron vein thing and I found another cave, it looks like.
Sweet. Oh, and it broke.
Wait, no, this looks like it connects to the same cave actually, as far as I can tell.
Knew that wasn't going to last much longer, but I had to get what I could out of it.
Might be worth checking in here. A lot of redstone. That's the immediate thing. That's the immediate thing I noticed.
Redstone's good.
Yeah, I don't usually collect it until around the middle section of the game, though. We're still in the early sections.
I usually try to collect all that sort of stuff as soon as I can. Papa Tsunami, thank you so much for that lurk. Hope you're doing well, man.
Alright, yeah, this does lead to the same cave. I confirmed it.
Said it leads to the same cave?
Yes, it's just connected through a water channel.
Alright. Oh, this is a tall tree.
Oh, I broke my pickaxe.
Probably need to eat something myself.
We
I'll eat zombie flesh because I can. It is not the best, but it will work. It's good enough. It is food, even if it is not good.
gonna try and find my way back. Very good cave though. Alright, I found torches. I'm fine.
There's a trader here. What's he wanting? What's he wanting? Come here. Come here. Come here. Not. All right. So he wants baked potatoes for emeralds.
What are some of his emerald trades? Are there anything that looks even remotely?
Let me see if I can go back to him.
Oh, I had a whole nother stone pickaxe in my inventory. I could keep mining.
So 4 emeralds. It looks like you can get different logs and fire coral blocks. So no, not really. Nothing useful.
Yeah, that's pretty much worthless. Wood's the only slightly useful thing there.
Yep.
Fire coral is only good if you're decorating.
Even then, I would say it's not that good. FFRFT. Thank you so much for that follow. Hope you're well. Looks like you're a bot that's trying to promote though. I'll pass on your promo. That would explain the random letters as well.
That does seem like a bot.
Yep. 90+% sure of that.
Of course,
I'll say 99% sure.
of course, then there's just the random people who put random letters and all that in their name.
Yeah, there's always that chance, but it is very unlikely.
Definitely.
Unfortunately. All right, so we can't do blocks of charcoal apparently.
It is about to be nighttime.
Yeah, I'm inside. Put that charcoal back, I guess.
I think I'm going to try and get us a farm started.
I'll help you mine out a section.
I do have some bones, so if the wolves are still there, I might be able to tame them. I doubt they are, though. Oh, I see the path you made. That's nice.
Yep. That goes over to another island. Kind of already started carving this area out, so I'm just gonna continue carving it out. Just a little further down than where our beds were. And then we can and then we can turn that into our food farm.
I forgot what we made this for. Just a random hole in the center of all this sand.
What?
There's like a mine kind of thing. It just goes down. It's near our base. There's like a giant crater just full of sandstone.
Oh no, that was because that was where I pulled the sand out, and then I started like mining down to see where it went.
I'm not seeing any more. I'm not seeing the wolves anywhere. So.
Herd of sheep. At some point we need to get some we need to try to get a cow farm. Because I think they are the best animal. Just because you get food and leather from them, and it's good food.
Yeah. Does give the exact same as pork chops, but again, the added bonus of leather.
Yeah, but we don't need that much wool, so like, I don't know. It might not hurt to have 1 or 2 sheep just because, but Oh, there was.
Did I say sheep? I meant pigs.
There was a camel that just spit on the wolf. That was weird. Okay, they're fighting. That's what. Well, it's a baby wolf.
Oh, I won't be able to tame that.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, the baby wolf and the camel are fighting.
I do know something that's really funny. If a camel spits at you, well, not a camel, a llama, but if it spits at you and you punch,
Oh, yeah, I guess it is a llama.
at the perfect time, it deflects the spit back at it.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of funny.
I'm just kind of waiting for it to organically die and then collect.
I'm gonna set up potatoes right here.
We have some sugar cane over here. We can turn that into paper.
We would want to place that on some sand.
We got sand too.
Yeah. Just make sure it's near water, otherwise it will not grow.
Yeah, no. So I was planning on going over to gravel. Oh look, there's drown.
Oh, there goes my sword. Just go in and make a new one.
So what I'm going to work on is I'm going to try to, like, this area that we had already started clearing out. I'm just gonna continue with that.
Which area? Oh yeah, I originally dug that for the copper that was in it.
Yeah, well, the copper was way back, but I'm going to clear it out. And this could be, we can end up using this for like indoor food.
Right. Gonna eat a little bit of mutton.
All right.
And then one apple.
That torch right there.
Oh wait, yeah, I have some iron. I'm gonna get to work on smelting that.
I always like to bust out all this gravel too, just because I don't know, sometimes you find some good stuff.
You do.
Like coal.
Free source of flint too.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, sorry about that.
All right.
Might as well put the raw iron in the chest with the iron I'm already smelting.
Yep. Sounds like a good idea.
I think we've got a decent bit of iron to where we can both make us a set of just iron armor.
Okay.
I wouldn't call us safe enough to make tools yet. We
Yeah,
can make a sword, but I mean that.
No, I wouldn't even do a sword at this point. I would do an iron pick, just in case you find diamond or whatever. That you can get it.
I have an iron pick on me by default, just in case.
Yep, I got one as well. Just for that reason.
Sword, it's pretty broken down because I got it from the zombie. So, yeah, I brought back enough iron that we can make 2 sets of iron armor and still have some left over.
Good. Probably gonna cut this down one more level. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cut this down one more level.
I've got another idea for food. There's a taiga biome right next to us. I'm gonna try and go in there and grab some sweet berries.
All right.
And with those we can plant sweet berry bushes. So not a good source of food, but it works if you're desperate. So.
Yeah, I don't know if we should bother with like sources of food that aren't very good, because
Yeah,
ideally we would just have lots of good food.
right. I usually always grab some though, just in case we run out.
Yeah. Like, I usually carry zombie flesh with me just to have some just in case. That's my just in case food.
Oof.
I don't know.
Ravine where our base stems from.
Cool.
It's
Yeah.
very oddly placed. Now that I get a good look of it.
So this is gonna take me just a bit. Oop. You know what? No, I'm gonna clear it out. Just be careful when you're coming down the stairs.
Alright. Where would we consider putting copper armor? Would we put that in tools, I guess?
Copper armor?
Yeah, just like leftover armor.
Well, I guess we need to we need to make an armor chest.
I can handle that.
Gotta say I've got the wood if you need it. Just for simplicity's sake.
I did not have an extra sign. Oh wait, yes I did.
2, 3, 5.
Now we're gonna make me some iron armor now.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, I've got full iron armor now.
Okay.
See if I could get you some after waiting on.
I'll probably
Almost nighttime though.
my copper is still really full. Well, I'm probably gonna at least try to get that down lower before I change out.
Mine was at around half, so.
And mine is almost full. Not quite, but close.
I was not able to get any sweet berry bushes off from the taiga.
No worries.
As far as I can see, I think we might live on an island.
I think we do. I'm pretty sure we do.
Take a good look around of the
Which my pathway that I created goes to another island. A small island, so I'm not sure like how much you'll find there, but still.
Yeah. I'm checking where we currently live though, just the perimeter around it.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, we definitely live on an island. I went and checked it.
And yes, it is definitely getting dark.
I am heading back. Hang on, I think I may have found a lava pool, possibly. Nope, just exposed stone. Always worth checking.
For sure. I just noticed that I am not even on the Minecraft screen. Whoopsie. What a noob. I think it's my first stream or something. Let's see. I'm going to throw in wood. With the wood. Also going to throw I'm going to throw the leaves in there too. I don't know if they're useful, but I'll put them in there.
Where are you putting them? Oh, they work as a source of fuel, but they are very bad.
All right. Well, we can use them up.
Even worse than sticks.
Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and use them up though. That way, you know, save stuff at least a little bit.
Yeah, might as well take the charcoal out and replace it with that. It definitely will not last long though.
That's okay.
I went ahead and put a stack of leaves in there.
We just, you know, want to use what we've got, make the most of it.
Right.
All right. So I've got our boundary laid out for the farm. The next move will be just finish clearing it out, and then find the approximate center to put you know, fill it up with dirt, I guess, and then get our water supply.
Fair. Alright, I've got your set of iron armor ready. I'm putting it at the bottom of the chest.
All right.
We lost the wolves as far as I can tell, so we used the bones for bone meal to grow our farm a little.
I would
Ooh, that's a creeper.
I would hold on to it because there's a good chance that they'll come back.
I unfortunately already crafted it, and
Oh.
usually when they disappear, they don't come back, unfortunately.
I've seen them come back a few times.
At least every time I've tried to keep one from disappearing, that's happened.
Gotcha.
Creeper did blow up. I'm fixing the gap. While trying to keep the terrain looking at least somewhat natural.
Yeah. We have plenty of this, what is this, andesite? Or granite, excuse me. If we want to do anything nice stairs or anything like that, we got plenty to do it with.
Nice.
It's taking a while to clear all this out. It's not very fun, but it's okay. Gotta get done.
Alright, filled up all the slots for potatoes in our farm, so there's that.
And that'll give us a start. Probably need to go get some wheat started. So that way when we find cows, we can pull them in.
I could do that. I'll see if I can find us some seeds. Oh, got one seed. I'm gonna grab at least 5 to start with.
Even if we can get one, it's a start.
Right. I usually grab 5 or more just to be safe, then that way I can grow it faster, not have to worry
Yeah.
about starving.
That's fine. Put those sticks back. Take some of those sticks and make whatever torches I can, which is not going to be very many. I was going to say maybe 4. Exactly 4.
I'm
Oh.
struggling at getting the last seed.
We got some more leaves too, it looks like. Put those in there.
I've got some in my inventory from trying to get seeds. Which I just got 5, so that works out.
Yep, I threw some in there.
I missed a seed apparently, so I guess we have 6 to start with.
It'll be alright.
I won't complain, but
Got our blocks of coal. Went on ahead and took the I'm gonna start taking this iron too and forming it into blocks just to save space. I am gonna go ahead and make one bucket.
Alright.
We can share that, use it as needed.
I'm kind of carving out the terrain right now to try and even it out.
I'll use the rest of those to do that.
While still being able to farm.
So that gives us 14 blocks of iron plus 6. Drop this
Out a little.
block of coal. I'll drop that in there with the wood.
Alright, that side's good. That side's good. Alright. Even it out, that way we can get a good wheat farm going.
And we got sugarcane in there as well.
I might try and do a suspended farm, though. It is kind of hard to do, though.
Is it advantageous?
Where we're at, I'd say so.
Okay.
Because where we're at, we have a bunch of hilly terrain.
Well, then I would say go for it.
And there's not really flat surfaces. And building one of these makes a flat surface and keeps it in the water, that way it can stay watered.
Oh yeah, I needed to get more pickaxes. That's what I was going to do.
Gotta measure first.
More. There. I can only make 3? Goodness. Good work, I guess. Miscellaneous blocks. We'll put those up. Okay. Got our copper.
Dirt, so time to get to digging again. It's basically just a floating mass of land in the water. I think I'll need, let's see, 32 pieces of dirt.
Alrighty.
My little farm is cutting into your path. I'm trying to smoothen it out again. There we go. See the island you were talking about? It is small, though.
Yep. Alright, so we got some more stone right here. I don't know how much stone we're going to get. Or, not, excuse me, not stone, but coal. But I'll get what I can from that.
Right.
Got some more copper. Not that we necessarily need it. But it's there. And I'm going to replace that with dirt anyway. So I'm going to take it.
Alright, I have all the dirt I need.
Should we take out one more layer high?
What for exactly?
Just so the plants can grow taller or whatever, like the sugar cane. I'm also going to plant some sugar cane down here, I think.
I think we could do that. I don't mind.
How tall can sugar cane go?
I think in rare cases it can grow up to 4, but most of the time it goes up to 3.
Okay. So maybe we won't clear that out then if most of the time it goes up to 3, because what I'm clearing will get it to go to 2, 3, but it won't go any taller than that.
Alright, I built the floating farm. I'm gonna start planting wheat
Actually, what I'm doing, come to think of it, I think it could technically go up to 4, but it won't.
You'll see what it looks like maybe later if you come outside.
Okay.
It's pretty visible. Not hidden at all. We need to go sleep.
All right. I'm gonna keep going till my. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep going till my pick breaks,
Mm.
which literally took one more block.
Got quite a bit of leaves.
Yeah. I tried to use it as fuel. You know, there's no reason not to. Save the better stuff for later. Use your primitive stuff in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Noticed we have quite a bit of flint in our missing chest.
Yep. So I've got a lot of gravel.
Alright, definitely seems like the farm is working.
And I'm almost done clearing this out for the indoor farm. Maybe we'll make it a little somewhat fancy. We'll see. All right, there we go. And I'll go ahead and get this coal just because it's there. I was going to clear it out anyway.
I usually try to keep the terrain looking natural, so if I see like any jagged edges, I usually try to fix it.
I do sometimes. Sometimes I deal with it. It just kind of depends on how bad it is.
Like the one in front of our house right now, this is just a huge 90-degree angle, so I carved that out.
So sometimes it's a massive eyesore to me, and then I fix it. So sometimes it's not.
Right. Ooh, he's got a sword. Iron sword zombie.
See if you can kill it. Take it from him, maybe. Maybe he'll drop it.
Not drop it.
Darn it. Worth a shot.
Yep.
All right.
I thought the trader just came into our house for a second.
Would have been funny.
Yeah. The reason I kind of put trapdoors around the campfire also is to prevent us from stepping on it, damaging the armor that we're wearing.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Had to do trapdoors, not just regular blocks, because then we wouldn't be able to get our food.
Yep.
Oh wait, I threw some leaves out. I need to go grab those.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Grab that.
6.
What the? Oh. Dropped my axe on accident. Now that's an eyesore. I
Got that cleared out. Now I can grab the dirt. Oop.
Okay, floating farm is working.
It is not the center. The center is right there. Pink. Oh, geez, that thunder scared me.
We can sleep to skip the night.
Ah, it'll be all right.
With the thunderstorm.
It'll be all right.
Just to prevent risk of fires.
I mean, we can. Wasn't necessarily planning on it, but we can.
Oh, yep, one just struck right next to us. I saw fire for a second.
All right.
Just sleeping just in case.
I'm already sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab our bucket. Oh, excuse me.
Getting another farm done inside the house, I guess.
Yep. That's the intent anyway.
There you go. That's the floating wheat farm.
Yep, I see it.
Very noticeable. I've found another eyesore. Very weird.
I did not get the center.
It was just two leaves on a singular tree
Where?
and a full stump.
Put that there. That piece. Dirt. There. Runny side. Oh, I need. That's the issue. So I've got to go and grab a little bit more dirt than what I thought I needed.
Alright.
But I'm going to go ahead and pop that there.
Might as well cook a piece of mutton in our chest too if I'm cooking pork already.
We still need torches. Do we still need torches? We'll make some.
I thought you were saying that as a statement.
It was a question.
Sorry, I didn't respond.
All right. I just made it an executive decision. And then try to do. double here. I knock that down just a little bit. No, it's not going to make a difference here. Darn it. Never mind. All right, folks. If you guys are watching, we do have an ad break coming up in 3 minutes. It'd be a good time for you guys to get up, stretch your legs, go grab a drink, whatever else you need to do. All right.
Quick.
Huh?
I said sorry about that. I had something to check up on real quick.
That's fine.
On mute on Discord.
It's fine. Miscellaneous blocks. Sand.
Oop, another creeper. Ah, dang it.
I say I heard that one.
I should be able to repair it.
We have zombies down here somewhere. I hear zombies.
Alright.
Oh, they're outside. Okay, that's why I'm hearing it. I forgot that goes downstairs. The downstairs goes outside.
Right. We probably need to add a door to the end of the downstairs just in case some zombies happen to climb up the stairs.
I had wondered that. Ink. Go ahead and take that water and move it over one more.
Alright, fixed the explosion and made it look as natural as I could get it. Did get some leaves off of that, I guess.
Okay. All right. Now the fun part of going to go get water on repeat. Maybe I can do this without having to do every single spot, though. Just I hope. One there, one there. We'll try one in the middle. This will also give us an infinite water supply inside. Once completed. Because video game logic.
What happened? Oh.
Infinite water supply.
Yeah.
Low right there. So yeah, I could do this without hitting every single one of them, which is good. Once this first one's filled up, I should just be able to do the second one even faster.
I'm out trying to get us food through hunting.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, that was risky. Nearly died there.
All right, we got our water done there. And that should work fairly well.
Alright, I see what you did for the sugarcane farm.
Yeah.
Works pretty well, as far as I can tell.
So there. And as we start getting more, we can enhance it. Oh, let's see. Do we have a compost bin? We do not.
We don't. They're really simple to make, though. I can make one real quick.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was.
Make one. It's been
It looks like it's just all slabs. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 slabs.
That sounded right. I think
And
it's this. Yeah. Alright, I got it.
cool.
Anywhere
And
where you want me to put it?
just somewhere accessible.
Alright, there you go.
And what we'll do is take maybe these butt ton of extra trees that we got and
Sorry, it's not a bad idea. That's a good source of bone meal. Oh, what the? That was weird.
Yeah, you woke up inside of the thing. I think you got the bone meal.
I did.
There we go. Should be able to at least get one of these to grow a little bit. Oh, more than I thought. Nice.
Kinda wish you could do the same for that in Java.
Can you not?
Nope. Java, you're not able to bone meal sugarcane.
Oh, that is lame. Well, I don't know about.
To be fair, Java's meant to be the harder and more realistic version, so.
Well, and I used the trees that we had lots of. There's two there's two sheep outside. I don't know if we got a way to get them for wool or not. Not that we really need it, but you know. Oh, there's a freaking wolf attacking one of them. If you want to grab the
Ooh, okay, that one is a tameable one.
Yep. I was gonna say if you want to grab.
The other one I wasn't going to try to because it was big and the bone.
Oh, jeez, he just like turned around and like growled at me. Oh, never mind. He went after the other sheep. That's what happened.
Oh, I got him first try.
Nice.
What I really like is you can have them to do hunting for you. So like I just punched that sheep.
What's really nice is you can breed them and then have an army at your disposal.
Yeah. Usually when I try to create an army like that, I use it for somewhere like the Nether. Specifically in areas like a bastion, though.
Yeah. I'm going to put up the bucket. It's there if you should need it. Go ahead and... Yeah, it follows you until you tell him to, like, not.
Oh, he got stuck.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we got lots of stone blocks already.
Okay, he keeps getting caught on the door. I think that's the issue.
That's funny.
There we go.
Silly doggy.
So the door would close on him and he would keep getting stuck, basically.
All right.
It's pretty funny. Where'd I get cooked mutton from? Oh, probably came from right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I put some of that in the fire thing.
Right. I probably just didn't notice.
It'd be all right.
Yep. Oh, that's a skeleton down there somehow, even though it's daytime.
Down where?
Despawned.
That's
He
special.
just downright despawned. I shot at him and he just disappeared. Never mind, he did not disappear. He fell down a hole and I didn't see it.
All right.
Right when I shot the arrow, it like gave me the white lines on my screen, so I didn't see it.
See what we've got. We got nothing ready yet. You need to grab a hoe.
Ooh, we've got some wheat that's ready.
It didn't look like it was ready. It looked like it was close.
We've got some.
Okay.
Only one piece, but that's progress.
One piece is all that's needed. All right, so I'm gonna make a stone hoe. Honestly, when it comes to things like that, I don't see the point in making anything beyond stone.
I'll be up there.
All right.
See if you get the measurements right. You did. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, I see you were smelting some copper.
Yes. Using leaves.
One stack of leaves only smelts 32 things, so
Which isn't bad.
it's not horrible.
Admittedly, it's not great, but it's not bad.
I think I may have said one stack of leaves smelts one stack. One stack of leaves smelts half a stack of items.
Okay, we're going to take these blocks of copper, put that in there, try to conserve space because we can.
Work on growing the wheat farm a little. Got our first piece of wheat.
All right, now that that's done, we do have a door, by the way. We just need to think about how and where we want to put it.
I'll have to carve out of the side a little, but I'll place it like right here.
All right.
Just need to quickly.
Hmm.
Well, not sprinting, as long as you're not sprinting. Sorry about that.
I wonder. I think we should. There we go. Now we can't. Now we can't sprint and fall. You're at least forced to slow down a little bit.
Right. Unless you somehow turn before then.
All right. So our indoor farm is done, sort of. Just need to start adding to it. Just because we can, I think I'm gonna start trying to carve out more, and then we can turn this into like a farm area for sheep and stuff like that. I don't know how big we want to make it, but I don't want to make it huge. But I also don't want to make it to where you have to use a fence on the whole thing. When we can just as easy do this. I think I'll do one more over. All right. And that'll be an area for some animals. What you think?
Nice.
Throw a torch.
It does depend on what we're putting here, though. What
Cows.
do you have in mind?
Cows.
That works. So I assume we'll have the fence along here.
Yep. And then a piece of carpet.
Yep. Again with video game mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Does not make any sense, but
Not even a little.
gonna use it to our advantage.
I think we might have. Oh, no, we don't. I was gonna say I think we might even have the fence for it, but we don't.
Just heard an Enderman.
I did too.
If I can get a good look at it. He keeps teleporting. He's a really janky one. Alright, got him.
So just stare at him harder.
We're not quite geared enough to take him head on yet, so I went and jumped in water.
Well, you are.
Actually, I think I am. Yeah, I've got a shield. I just remembered I had a shield.
I'm gonna say you got a shield and you got at least a stone sword. That's good enough.
He's one of the jankier Endermen I've seen. He's teleporting everywhere.
They do that sometimes.
I think he ran away.
Probably. Stinks, but.
He disappeared.
Oh, he's back.
Wait, nope. That was a very sudden ambush. He just randomly appeared right behind me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard him again.
I did too. He did not drop a pearl, sadly.
Man, that turd.
Would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go around kind of hunting again.
I think I'm going to take some of this granite.
risky jump again.
Yeah, we're gonna make a stone cutter. Just need a piece of. Need one piece of iron. Go. Stone cutter. Bam. And let's see. We'll place it right there, I guess.
Ooh, I found some more wolves. They're quite a long way away from base, though.
I heard a witch.
By the time I get... Oh, that's not fun.
Literally the worst mob in the game, in my opinion.
I've seen a lot worse, unfortunately.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some really bad and nasty ones in the nether, but I think the witch is worse.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to do.
Base.
That's what I was getting ready to do, too. What the boop?
I'm gonna go try to tame the last dog we need. If it hasn't despawned yet.
Yeah, and then from there, we can just, you can start breeding them.
Right. I think they might have despawned already.
No boo.
He despawned.
Turd.
Yep. I am feeling a bit tired. I might cut off stream a little early.
I am feeling a lot tired. It's been a long week.
Fair.
Been good, though.
Had a decent bit of work in school today, so very intense pickleball game again.
Pickleball.
Yep.
I have never played pickleball.
It's surprisingly fun.
I've heard. Just not played it.
Unfortunately, a lot of the paddles I have to use are broken. Still fun though. I think after I finish cooking some food, I think I'm gonna go and cut off stream early.
Alrighty. Go raid somebody that's not me.
Alright. Thinking about possibly raiding Tsunami.
Okay. Gonna say he's on. Aki and Fam is on. Pre Pony is on. You met her playing the Beat Saber tournament.
Oh yeah.
Redfire Trevor, or Redfire X Trevor is on.
Oh, I didn't think he was.
Yep.
Very.
I would encourage you get into these people's communities, get to know them on a personal level.
Right.
What was that? I just. Alrighty. What the heck? There we go. I say, and I say not me because I'm tired too. I don't know how long I'm going to run the night.
Alright.
But
Just finished, so I think that's gonna be it.
alrighty, I'll probably continue in our world for at least a little bit longer.
Alright. Nice being able to collab with you.
Yep. And I don't know, who are you planning on raiding?
Aki.
Okay. So it would be if you need to know how it's spelled.
Alright. Thank you.
Yep. You have a good night.
You too.
I'm going to go ahead and leave the Discord. And we'll resume. All right. So now the question is, what do I do now? I am going to put stairs in our miscellaneous. Doing well, Mimi. How are you? Playing some Minecraft. I was playing with my son. He just got off. Way better now that you're away from the work week. I feel you. This work week has been long for me, but it's been a good week. Just been very, very busy. Trying to, of course, grow my own business as well. What's going on, Augment? How are you doing? Things are going well here. He was never so angry at the way it went today. So getting away from that negative energy was well worth it. Oh, so like, was today your last day, or what, or just for like the weekend? Oh yeah, we got water coming in right here. All right, so we're not gonna be able to do that. I cannot fault you for wanting to get away from negativity. Sadly, it wasn't. I gotcha. Well, enjoy the weekend. And maybe next week will be better, hopefully. I saw a post somewhere that was looking for a masseuse today, and when I saw that, I thought about you. It was kind of funny because we just talked about that like Tuesday, I think it was. All right, how much? Yeah, it was I thought it was interesting given the previous conversation. Oop. Still been looking. Yeah, keep your head up. And tell yourself yes. Let them tell you no. That's kind of been my motto. Um, and there's been many a times it's worked out for me, and there's been plenty of times that it hasn't worked out for me. If it doesn't work out, my thoughts are that God's got better plans, or you know, at least different plans. I'll say they're better because they're God's plans. They may or may not be my plans, but they're better plans because they're God's plans. I would like to say that I always perfectly align my will with God's, but I would be lying through my teeth if I said that. I do the best I can to align my will with God's will. Just wasn't meant to happen. At least maybe not right now. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes what you want doesn't align for the season that you need to be in, and that was my life for a long time. 16, 17 years old, I wanted to go and be a marriage counselor and work with children, and now I am a counselor, and I don't work with children very often at all. I occasionally do, but not often. And even when I do, they are they're older children. And I believe that's because God knew that if I did it any other way, that I would have been triggered, and I didn't know that then. But God knew that in His infinite foresight. Not gonna deny it stings. Yeah, and and that's okay. It can sting. It doesn't have to be perfect. Um, Life can and does sting from time to time, but we keep putting our feet forward. I did too many. I think I did 6, and I should have done 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's exactly what I did. I could do it with 6, but there's really no point. You just use extra gear for don't really get anything out of it. So we wanna try to keep our gear as long as we can. It's going to break soon, even. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get all this redstone too. I do have an iron pick. not the best pick, but will do the job just fantastically. Get whatever we can. Oh, that was that. All right, and it broke. And I don't use my iron pick on any of the other stuff unless I have to, like I have to right now, to get back up because I did not carve that path out correctly. I heard a skeleton. And we're kind of dark right here, so let's go ahead and illuminate it just a wee bit. Get all this gravel. Oh, there's more water. Okay, we're not going to do all that. We're just going to leave that right there like that. I don't know. I might end up doing something with that. We'll see. Don't like that I hear a skeleton and I don't see it. On the bright side, I don't hear arrows shooting at me, so that means he doesn't see me either. Here's my stairs to get up there. Getting dark outside. So that'll be time to go to Minecraft bed for the evening. Weird, his dog is still in here. I thought his dog would have like logged out when he logged out. But I guess not. Good, and grow some more sugar cane, which will later be used for making paper and maps. And we'll go ahead and take out some sticks. And we'll use the stone that I already have to make as many stone pickaxes as I can. I'll put some of them in the tool chest. I do not need to carry this many. Absolutely irresponsible to carry that many. Unless you're on hardcore, because then you don't want to die anyway. And we're going to continue back on this path that we were previously working on. See how much further we can get. There's a part of me that feels like I should also take this path this way and down and see what happens. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I should. I don't know. I'll decide that later. I don't have to decide right now. Maybe it goes to water. Maybe it actually goes somewhere. stairs go that I started right here. I hear a spider around here somewhere. If I was smart, I would have started here. It goes deeper faster. But I wasn't smart, so long way we go. Anybody got any big plans for this weekend? Or is it going to be just a kind of relax, recuperate, regenerate kind of weekend? So what is the purpose of this cool game? So this is a game called Minecraft, and it is one of those games that is a survival slash RPG. You may have heard about the Minecraft movie, which is loosely based on this game. It's supposed to be like completely based on this game, but I will say it's loosely based on this game. And so you build basically a base, try to survive. There's zombies and things of that nature that I'm going to attack you. And you eventually venture into a world called the Nether. Come back out into this world, which is called the Overworld. And long term, you want to get to a place called the End, where there is an enemy called the Ender Dragon, and you fight him, and that's kind of the you beat the game. But there's all kinds of mods for this game and all that sort of stuff for people that's played this game forever and are extremely good at it. I am not extremely good at it. But at the same time, I'm not the worst at it either. It is very, I do enjoy the music of it. It's very relaxing for the most part. And right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to dig down deeply so that I can maybe, hopefully, find some diamonds. Because if you find diamonds, you can make diamond armor and diamond weapons, and those are some of the stronger ones in the game. Almost the strongest, but not quite. There's also iron and stuff like that. So you can make a lot of different things for a lot of different purposes. For some people, they play it on peaceful slash creative mode, and they just build until their heart is content. And there are some amazing builders out there that play this game. If you're curious and you want to check out some of what that is, what that looks like, there's some YouTube videos that have some extreme builds. My oldest son has actually built a couple parkour courses for us to do, just for some friendly competition shenanigans with our church group. But you can play up to 10 people in a server. So occasionally, when we have our family nights, which we do on Fridays, we will sit down as a family. We'll play this game for a couple hours, and we have our own family world. I have what is effectively just my world, and all of that. Oh, there's, speaking of diamond, there's some diamond right there. You see this this little teal colored speck there? That is diamond, and it requires an iron pickaxe to get. So, ta-da. And it looks like that. Sometimes you get lucky and there's more than just one diamond, but most of the time it's not that many diamond. I do, however, like to occasionally carve out a little extra. And in this case, it's a good thing I did, because right here, there's some iron as well. And just for good measure, we'll throw up another torch right here, because what happens is you get into some areas that are really dark, and that's how the bad people spawn. And of course, iron looks like that. When it's raw, you can smelt it down into iron bars, and you could use that to make weapons, to make armor, and other stuff. For the longest time, I hated this game, and the kids kept wanting me to play with it, play with them. So I did, and over time, it grew on me. Particularly, the music grew on me, but it's kind of just a it could be as peaceful as you would like it to be, or as complicated as you would like it to be, because you got different you've got the peaceful mode where nothing attacks you. You can literally build whatever you want, unlimited blocks. You don't have to earn anything. It's all there at your fingertips. Or you can make it where it's hard and things actively attack you. They're harder to kill. They do more damage. Very, very unforgiving. There's also a hardcore mode where you get one life. And so when you die, you die. And that's the end of your world. Needless to say, I do not play that version. That's for people that are much better at this game than I. I'm not even sure. I don't even think I've ever played it, honestly, on hard. I've done normal. Yeah, more gravel. Cool thing about gravel is you can use torches to kind of set the other layers on fire, so you quote unquote mine through them faster. You really just burn through them. And I always like to clear out gravel, just because you never know what's behind there. Gravel's not particularly useful. It can be used for some things. And of course, if you're not careful and gravel falls on you, excuse me, it can suffocate you if you don't remove it from you or get out of it in time. Same thing with sand. So like a lot of these blocks, when I destroy them, the one above them doesn't fall. Like for example, if I destroy this one, the one above it will stay until I destroy it. But with sand, cut it and it moves down. And same with gravel. That's just a little FYI for you. Nothing crazy. And sometimes there isn't anything behind these. It's just unfortunate, which is so far seems to be the case here. And then you want to make sure that you get back to base or whatever, so you can put the stuff in your chest. Because if you die with it on, it'll all fall out of your inventory. Then you got to try to go recover it. If you're not successful in recovering it in a timely manner, it does despawn. So if you got like a whole bunch of good finds, you lose it. And that's when it's very, very annoying. We are at negative 49 right now. It does go down to negative 60. Sometimes negative 59, depending. But you pretty much have unlimited XY coordinate. Or, yeah, XY. But there is a cap on the Z coordinates, which negative 60 is the lowest it goes. I'm not sure what the highest it goes. It goes pretty high. I know it's over 100. Oh, I heard a zombie. 3, 4, 5. I needed to cut that one. And that one. The zombie sounded like it was to my left. I'm not positive on that. Sometimes what I do is I kind of, when I hear a zombie, I get a little curious and I start, does this lead somewhere else? Because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And if you're not careful enough, sometimes you'll end up pouring lava on yourself, which will kill you very quickly. Or you'll drown yourself. It takes a little longer, but okay, so now it's to my right. Sounds like. Throw a torch, I think, right here. And we'll cut a few more this way. It's also possible that it's to my right and above me. It sounded a little quieter that time. Oh, I'm also simultaneously going to go up and see if I can find anything there as well. See if the growling of the zombie gets a little louder or not. I don't hear it now, so I'm going to grab this stone. This is called redstone. It does get brighter when you hit it, at least initially. Oh, okay, I heard it again. I don't know if you heard that, but I heard that. Sounds like it's above me. And there's more diamond. Just JD coming in with a huge raid. Hello, JD. How's it going, man? What were you playing? How was your stream? Ooh. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got some good diamond that time. And the zombie growl is getting louder. And guys, if you're not already following Just JD, go check him out. Super cool streamer and fellow Christian, fellow veteran. That was over here. I also think that I need to put my torch here instead of here. Just not sure where to go with this. Do I go up here? Okay, that was in the right ear. kind of in my left ear. So we're trying to zero out that sound. Am I sure about that? About which part? You being an awesome streamer, Christian? Yes. Oh, that was in my left and right ear. I'm not sure which way to go. Oh, the right ear. No, I'm not sure. Definitely not. It's all speculative. Papa Felix, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? Are you coming over from Just JD's raid? Oh, there it is. There's an opening. I'm doing well, thank you. Right on. Woo! Jeez. I was like, I hear a creeper. All right, so Mimi, if you're still there, these are the zombies, and there was a creeper that just blew up. That was that big bang sound that you just heard. They are a wee bit scary sometimes. And I also hear lava. I don't have any more torches on me. Thankfully, it's not too dark right here. Although this does look like an area that I need to carve out. You did see that zombie. Oh, yeah. Okay, so so those were zombies. They're not that bad. The creepers, which you didn't see, I don't know if you heard kind of like the snake hiss. Kind of what they sound like, but that was the sound of a creeper. They are mostly comprised of like TNT, and they go boom. They hurt quite a lot. Scared you? This game can do that, and you know I don't scare easy, but you know sometimes this game does catch me off guard too, and it's crazy because it's not particularly a scary game, but I don't know. Sometimes it catches me off guard. Oh my gosh, we are having luck with Diamond. I like that. Yes, got some more diamonds. Which I need to make my way back to the surface as safely as I can. It's fun to watch. I'm glad you enjoy it. My son plays this all the time, so if you really enjoy watching this, if you're not following him, I'd encourage it. He's really good at this game. He's really good at explaining what he does with the game. So and I think he even might use a couple of mods when he plays. Oh, I hear an Enderman. So this guy is called an Enderman. Obviously based on the name Slenderman, but he's cool as long as you don't look at him in the eyes. If you look at him in his eyes, he gets very angry and he will attack you relentlessly. And they are pretty strong, so you know, don't stare at their eyes. They don't like that. They're very shy, I guess. Keep missing his streams. Oh, no worries. So he streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the same as me. He doesn't stream as long as I do. He typically ends, I don't know, usually about 9 o'clock. He cut out early tonight, just because he was tired. No, usually he starts at like 7. He just Normally doesn't go as long as I do. And this dog right here, this is his dog. You can tame the dogs with bones. So here's some more redstone dust. That's what some of what I got. Got 11 more diamonds, so we're up to 27 diamonds. As I said, raw iron can be smelted into iron bars, which they call ingots. If you got a bunch of those, you can turn them into blocks of iron. It just helps you to save space. I don't know if you can really do much with blocks of iron. You could build the golems, I guess. Think. Oh, you got flint, which you can take the flint and the iron ingot and make flint and steel. But yeah, so the dogs are trainable. They're really nice to have when they're trained, because you can literally take them to be an army for you, which is quite handy when you got crazy areas. But it is bad when when you're out here or whatever, you go see the pigs and stuff, and then they kill them for no reason. Not a bad thing if you're wanting to kill the pig, because you could get food from it that you can cook. Pork chop, obviously. But to train the dog, you need to have bones, and then from there you can feed it. And if you have 2 of them, you feed both of them, you'll have another dog. And that's true for any other animal in this game. If you have 2 of a kind and you feed them both, they will love each other, and you'll have another of that animal. You see them like do little kissy faces or something like that. It's totally kid friendly, which is one of the things that I really do enjoy about this game is that it's safe for pretty much all ages. I think it's rated 10 plus, but I let my youngest one play this, and I don't have any problems with that. Some people might, and that's okay. I'm not here to persuade or dissuade anybody. Just share my opinion. And I liked, this is a me thing. I like to keep my stone making stuff and my other blocks separated. It just makes more sense for me that way. So I have a miscellaneous blocks. Any block that's not cobblestone or cobble deep slate will pretty much go into there. Really is a preference thing. You can throw it all together if you choose. And there's the standard miscellaneous. I did see a wolf up there, so I'm going to attempt to go and get my own dog. If I can find it. And there's a sheep. You can either kill it and it'll drop mutton that you can cook and wool, or you can use you can make some shears and get just the wool, and they can grow back their coat. And of course, you got cows here. You can milk them, or you can kill them for steak that you can then cook. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this game. Then this is all this stuff. This is sand. You can smelt sand to turn it into. Oh, see the wolf just killed that sheep. And I'm going to try to get it to like me. Maybe. There we go. Now I have my own dog. Um, and sometimes when they see other animals, they run off and they get them. Their eyes turn red, and that's when they're in attack mode. You can tell them to sit, and they'll do that. But only after you've positioned. Getting them in is a challenge sometimes. There we go. So I'll put them over here. Or at least try to. I'll see if okay, so I have what's called a lead. As you would use it in real life, you would just simply put it on your animal and then ta-da, it's on a leash. And you can tell it to sit and it will chill there. Now if I get another dog, I can then do it. But I can't feed that dog, which is my son's, and then my dog, and then make other dogs that way. It takes 2 of my dogs. So that's the unfortunate side of it. Thankfully, when it comes to other animals, they're not one person owned. They're just kind of for whatever you need. You'll use this leather that's here. You can use that to make books, along with that with the sugar cane that you use to make paper. So paper and leather together, you make books, which can end up giving you some other cool stuff, some enchanted items later on. Make a library. There's a lot that you can do. And of course, rotten flesh is also food, but it can make you sick, as it just did there. So I don't know if you can kind of tell. I've got green on my food bar now, and I've also got a little thing on the right hand side of my screen that shows food sickness. And also feed that to the doggies. But yeah. Got to tell him to sit right there just so he doesn't follow me. And we'll put the raw mutton in the food thing. Again, this is just a me thing. I like to keep things organized. I'm going to take this sugar cane that I plucked, though, and I should have went on ahead and planted more of that, so you kind of get and then it'll grow faster as you go through the game. So then you'll be able to make more paper or whatever. You do want to sleep at night if at all possible. Otherwise, you will end up getting I forget what it is, but you'll end up getting phantoms on you from sleep deprivation. Oh, that's what he meant by the floating island. Okay. That makes sense. I think I'm going to take his potatoes. Yeah, so you also have carrots. Nope, just potatoes. So you take those potatoes, you get more potatoes out of them because, anytime you plant a seed in a real garden, usually the one seed will produce multiples. I don't know if I would call it quite virtual reality, but I would definitely say like, it's got its own world with its own unique ecosystem. It's got different places. Like it's got snowy mountain areas. It's got desert areas. It's got islands, which we're on right now. And yeah, there's a lot to it, which is nice. And so like you can actually make fishing poles to go fishing. I don't know if you saw those fish in there. Sometimes the stuff that's in the water is very dangerous and can and will kill you. And so I just picked wheat there, and the wheat also gave wheat seeds, so we can replant those, right? And then have more wheat growing up. JD, have you ever played Minecraft? I know Mimi is not experienced with it, so a lot of the explaining that I'm doing is for her benefit. But if there's anybody else that also hasn't played it, then cool, it's beneficial for them as well. These leaves that I'm taking up right now, they're mostly garbage, but you can use them for fuel in the fire, in the furnace, which is really good. Like when you're first starting out and don't have coal. But after you've got coal, especially after you've got lots of coal, just use your coal. Don't bother with the leaves, but or you can save your coal and use them for torches. I don't know, just a couple different options, I guess. I'm not sure what lilacs do. I think you can use it for like purple dye. Some things you can use for to dye your stuff blue or red or yellow or several different other colors. I'm going to cheat. And I'm going to make a way over to that other island, I guess. And this is one of the cheesy things about the game is you can really build on like midair, like I'm doing right now. And ta-da, we have a link to another location now that we can explore, which may or may not have other useful stuff. Okay, there's an animal that I haven't seen. I don't think I've ever seen a bull. At least it looks like it's a bull. Sounds the same as a cow. It probably does the same thing as a cow, just a guess. On that note, see if I can get them to follow the wheat. Did the bull get mad? No. But I can make him follow me with this wheat. He's like, "Oh yeah, good food." So what I want to do is get him to follow me back to home base. Hopefully. What I really want to do is I want to find two bulls. or 2 cows or whatever. Cause it ain't gonna be able to fit in here. I'm gonna have to get creative here. Actually, I know exactly what I will do. Go ahead. Nope. Come here. Gotta get creative. Nope. I need you down here. Good. And we'll pop that there. Aha. Okay. So there's one. It just despawned. No, it didn't. Okay, cool. That's our first cow. Now, if I can find one more, I'm going to create an opening into the base, pull them into what I want to be the farm area. I want cows particularly for 2 reasons. One, they make leather and milk. But 2, they're also a really good source of food. One of the best sources of food in this game. So I want 2 of them for that reason. I want to put them to where my dogs cannot get them, because said they go on the attack for no reason at all. See another cow, but that one should remain there as long as I need it to. I hope doesn't despawn or get killed. I made that too high because if it was only one high, then it can definitely jump over it. But with it like it is, it cannot. Some of these, areas, they go down pretty far. If you fall, it's the stairs that I built going up. If you fall there in an area that is that deep, you will die. If you fall from a reasonable height, you'll take fall damage. But if you fall really far, you will die. Like if I were to fall right here. Oh, nope, even further apparently. So this guy, he's called a drown. He's kind of like a zombie, but not. And sometimes they have tridents. When they have tridents, they really hurt. They won't come out of the water while the sun is up, because if they do, they will catch fire and burn. Same with zombies. And sun is going down. I don't know. Saw it kind of setting. In a moment, this guy will probably come up because the sun will be at a level where it's not hitting him, and he will no longer get burned. Oh, here he comes. So the sun is now down. They basically give you rotten flesh. And other mobs start coming out at night. There's a zombie right there. Sometimes you'll see spiders. They make wool, or not wool, excuse me, silk, which you can then turn into parts for bow and arrow. When you sleep through the night, it automatically becomes daylight. You see the sun start rising, and begin the whole process all over again. Maybe not the whole process, but wherever you left off, with the taskings and whatnot. Looking for another cow. My case, that's what I was doing. Yeah, so there's a little sandy area over there. You can see kind of off in the distance. There may be some stuff out over there. One of these days I'll get around to exploring over there, but not right now. Oh, there's the fall damage. Took a little bit of fall damage. That hurt. That looks kind of like there's a little cave or something right there where the plus is. Or I think these are the berries that he was after. Pretty sure. I should be able to collect those. And that is a supply of food. It's not a great supply, but it is a supply. Yeah, that's definitely what he was trying to plant. Those are sweet berries. Some of these trees, they grow little vines that you can climb. Oh, I see another cow. I actually see 2 cows. All right, now the fun part. Can I find home again while I got cows following me? That is the question. On the bright side, I do have most of the day. And of course, it's on the same island. How about that? At least from here, I reasonably know where I'm going. Hopefully they don't knock each other into the water. Sometimes they do. Got too far away from one. And I know these cows are utterly crazy. So, what I am going to do now is go ahead and tear that down. I'll even make it. Whoop, whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we'll go here. Where's those other 2 cows? I got to go find those cows again. Oh, there they are. We are going to invite them in the weird way. Because the normal way doesn't work very well. And here's the cows. You're going to go ahead and box them in. Ooh, that was close. All right, they are boxed in. I will give myself a little access way after I go repair my damage. So I successfully got the 2 cows. Which means that we have an unlimited supply of food now because I can feed the cows, which will then produce other cows. I want to go ahead and get a gate up, a fence. Apparently I got to cut those down even further than I thought. Slabs? No, I need logs. Okay, I got the logs. Okay, I do need planks and sticks. Let's try that again. Dang it. I had it right the first time. Planks, sticks. Go ahead and make 6. We'll see how that is. They make 3 at a time, unfortunately, instead of 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. And no, just for good measure, why not 6? And so now what I can do is I can do this. Oh, shoot, one got out. All right, let's do the bottom one first, so the other ones don't get out. And I will kill the one that got out for being bad. Okay. Sorry, cow. And then I will feed this one and this one, and then they will make a baby cow. Ta-da. So there's the little baby cow. You can feed it to get it to grow up quicker. It sounds a little funny. I basically try to do this so that I do not have to go outside unless I just want to explore or need to. I try to make everything sufficient as possible. All right, and I gotta remember how to make carpet. See, I can make carpet right now. Don't necessarily need 3 pieces, but again, you make 3 of those at a time too. And I could technically make a gate, but just putting a carpet on there, because video game physics does exactly what I need it to do. It allows me to go in, but the cows cannot get out. Crazy, right? So yeah, like I said, they give you raw beef. You can cook that, and it'll feed you very well. But cook it over the open fire or put it in a furnace. Of course, if you put it in a furnace, you do use whatever fuel you're using. Right now, I'm smelting copper using the leaves, which burns really fast. No surprise there. Thankfully, we do have plenty of leaves. Also got plenty of charcoal and coal for later. and we got 2 steaks now, and we got 1 cooked mutton. So I could have cooked that one as well. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and take this these 2 wheat seeds down to this garden that I started. Those are potatoes that I started, so I'm gonna do wheat right here, I think. That is all the sugar cane that I need for an unlimited supply of that. As long as I don't cut that bottom bit, it will continuously grow. And it is dark again. Why did that just go out? That was weird. Oh, because we smelted it all. Oh, I knew that. And on that note, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night right there. We are going to go ahead and find somebody to raid. But before we do, we are going to close with a word of prayer. I think we are going to go raid. We're going to go raid NYT X Saber. They are currently playing Destiny 2. They are also a Christian. And I believe they were at Reach this past year. But before we kick off that raid, guys, let me go ahead and wrap up with a word of prayer. Check my Discord just to make sure that I haven't missed any prayer requests. It doesn't look like there's any new ones. So, dear Lord, thank you for this day, and just thank you for this opportunity for us to be able to get together, hang out, play some games, and just unwind a busy day, Lord. Thank you for what you're doing in this community, communities like it. As always, Lord, strengthen us, fill us with your knowledge, your wisdom, your discernment, your mercy, your grace, but most of all, Lord, fill us with your love, especially when the times are difficult and we're being attacked, or rather that's a spiritual attack, or somebody's just having a bad day, so they're taking it out on us. Lord, let us respond with your mercy, your grace, and your love. Let us be obedient to where you're leading us, and Lord, with all the sickness that's going around, I just ask that you would be with those people that are sick, that you would keep the sickness from spreading, and Lord, for the clients that I engage with, Lord, I just lift up each and every one of them to you. You know their needs. It's not my place to talk about, especially in an open mic, but know those needs, Lord. Whether it's health, spiritual, financial, mental. Lord, I just give thanks for what you're doing, even now. Lord, as we prepare to go into the weekend, let us take the time to recharge, renew, keep our eyes and our focus on you. And Lord, for those that don't know you, let them come to know you. Give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and kick off that raid now. Thank you guys for hanging out, And you guys take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Until next time, God bless. Good night.